G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Bonsai Works. I'm David. This is my third and last shimpaku ELA update. Now this is the monster shimpaku, it's very large. So this one's I've been using pretty much as my stock plant for a while now. You know, in terms of stock plant, what I mean is I grow it as just a tree in a pot and take ELAs off. So I've got a number of ELAs in this tree throughout the tree. And I'm going to have a look at it. I already have shown two videos previously of a few other trees that I took in, all my ELAs I did in late winter, which is here in Melbourne is August, early September, late winter, you know, that period. And now it's January, so it's in summer, so that's when I look at the ELAs and start to take them off. So I think I put about 5 ELAs on this one, I think. And I'm going to have a look at them now, and I'm pretty sure what I've done is I'm mealing the top part of this tree, because what I'm going to do is start another stock plant for the future. So by doing that, I'm going to take that ELA off and grow it as a stock plant in a bigger pot, and let that become the future ELA tree or stock, probably in 3 to 4 years time. You know, just thinking ahead. It's not the easiest to get good shimpaku stock here in Melbourne, so you can get it, but you know, you got to look for it. But I'm trying to grow my own and keep growing them and keep growing them and keep growing them. So that's my plan. Now let's get stuck into it. Let's have a look at some of the smaller ones. There's a nice little small one in here, and I've got to really see the really good results already in some of the smaller ones. So I'm going to try and see if I can get my branch cutters in here and try and take some of these guys off, because it is quite a mess up here, but I'm going to be okay with it. Have a look at this. Probably have to come in closer for you guys to see. See, those are all our roots. Nice little tree. You can just start, imagine I put woody wire on that one, you know, some time ago, so now it's just a matter of putting in a pot in some good quality mix or recycled bonsai soil, whatever you've got handy really. Just a good quality potting mix can do at the moment, really. It's simple as a matter of I use wire to keep my plastic on. I take the plastic off, and then I try and take as much of that old trunk off, which doesn't have any roots, mind you, as I can. So I've got to try and get a real flat base already. But you can see those roots. It is substantial. Okay. Now I just pop this up. I'm using potting mix at the moment because I ran out of my recycled mix this year. Just been potting up on some of the trees in it. Just any good potting mix though, no matter what, doesn't matter. Now these trees pretty much just go back into my grow beds, or where I put all my other trees where I just water them. And that's that one done. Let's look at number 2. Another one down here, looks really solid, strong. Oh, there's so many. I'll try and take you off first. There's that one. I'll try and take you off next. Are you big? You're probably too big. Yeah, what's this one? And there's the one down here too. I'll try and get that one off. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Sometimes I've just got to do that to try and get through. Alright, there's 2 gone. And I'll try and get this 3rd one off. I might have to get my saw for this guy. He's just a bit too big. Oh no, there we go. Alright, let's show you. I already had a look at these roots and I've seen lots of roots. Nice roots everywhere. Well, that's not too bad, it's got enough. But then look at this guy. This guy is solid mass of roots. See that? And this is a nice tree, nice sized tree too. And I've got a bit of wire on that, but I'm not sure what it's really doing. It's still a pretty straight tree, so this could potentially be a stock plant as well. But we'll try and bonsai it. So I've got to get movement into this one. again, just repot it, get it really solid into the mix. How's that one? Looks pretty good. Not a bad old tree. 2 more to go before I get into the big one. Again, not pretty good. Nice little tree. You can see that little mini in the future. So we've got some wire on it. We'll just keep going with that. Not too bad, doesn't have a huge amount, but then again the foliage isn't the strongest, so it's got enough to sustain it. Okay, that's 4. Alright, now the best one is the top one. And I'm super happy with this, and I'll show you guys why. As I said, this will be my stock plant in the future. Alright, now look at that in terms of roots. Absolute plethora of roots, and the size of the tree, like it's really nice. You just imagine that growing and growing in the future for 3 years, let's say untouched. 3 years untouched, much bigger trunks, much bigger, and then we'll wire them up and then we'll start layering them off again. So that's a huge, nice piece of material there. Bit tricky here with all the wire in the way. Love seeing this. That's what you love seeing when you yellow. Now this is the bit that I was telling you about, like the stub. There's no need to have those, so I try and be very careful and get rid of as much of that as I can before I repot it. Okay. Now, because this is such much larger, I'm not going to put it in a smaller pot. I've got a slightly larger pot to put it in at this size. So, in summary, actually, summarising the 3 videos that I'm putting up on my shimpaku results from air layers. I haven't had a failure this year, which is really good. It reiterates the process, like do it in late winter, early spring, and then you can remove them in early summer, or midsummer I should say. Midsummer should be ready easily, and grow good stocks. Like now this one, you can see in the future that's gonna I'll let that grow. There's my next donor tree, I guess you can call it. So all up, I think I did 3 in the first video, 5 in the second, and another 5 here. So 13 air layers this year was successful. So that means 13 new trees that I can work with in about a year's time. I'll probably give them a year usually to recover. And then, that's the process. So next spring I'll look at doing a few more of this tree, or I might even leave this tree alone. You can see how it's totally lost its top. Some of these now guys got to grow on and become the new tops, so maybe even leave this alone. Could be a year where I don't air layer. Maybe I've run out of stock. I think I'm really running out or getting lower and lower in terms of because I'm air layering so much. I've created more than 50, at least more than 50 air layers of shimpaku. So we're at a point where we've got lots of trees to work with. So and we need to really start to grow some of these trees on. This is starting to get a bit thin and sparse, so you need to get some healthy growth again into it. Let it go on. I've got a bit of wire on some of the branches that I could air layer off, but that's it for now, I think. So another 5 trees, 13 all up again. Air layer success this year. 13 from 13, I'm pretty happy with. You can't get better than that. So guys, just take it on board. If you want to air layer, get a good piece of stock, start the process and grow your own trees. I mean, yeah, it's doable. As I said, I'm just a bonsai hobbyist in my backyard, like most of you out there, and we just work away when you can on your trees. This is a nice way, simple process of, do the right thing at the right time of year, and you can get the results. And that's evident. I do like my shimpakus a lot, so that's probably why I focus mainly on them air layering. But yeah, there you go. All right, guys, happy to answer any questions. Keep the comments coming, and I appreciate all the feedback and you guys being on board, and hopefully lots more videos in 2021. Okay, I'll see you guys around. Thanks, bye.